All right, guys, we're back at it again. Part 53. We're getting close. So let's get closer. The delay always ruins my dramatic,
What made her this way?
I don't know.
What is the attraction?
I don't know. Probably the... Never mind. It's too early in the video to say anything.
What keeps us fascinated?
You, Gino.
This is the story
You do.
of Christian.
Incredible. Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. It's raining out. Okay.
On November 15th,
Here we go.
2016,
Okay.
Christine made a short update video letting her observers know that she had been banned from posting on the social media site Facebook for 1 week, possibly
Social
because
media
of the
site
many death
Facebook.
threats she had written concerning President-elect Donald Trump.
I forgot about that. Okay, that's we're at a good spot in the insanity arc. Is sending death threats to Donald Trump. Yeah. Well, okay.
Because of Facebook giving me the removing post and blocking me from posting again. It's at this time lasting for less than a day or two has passed, so it's less than 1 week now.
Okay.
But anyway, in the meantime, I will be posting onto my Twitter during the days if and when I am unable to post on my Facebook. So
Wait, how did she not get banned off Twitter? The stuff that she was saying is terrible. Wait, I don't want to put that on yet.
please do pay attention to those tweets. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.
In the video's aftermath, she went to Twitter to link to her 2016 Christmas wish list of items that was originally posted on Facebook. Chris wrote that people wanting to buy any presents for her should not wait for Christmas to do so, and send them to her as soon as they could.
Okay.
She then shared a screenshot of a custom character created in the game, Skylanders, meant to represent herself, and then added the chance to 3D print her character for $50 as another item on her wish list. On November 16th, she tweeted a picture of her custom-created Skylanders character, for GenoSamuel, which to her was the representation of the real internet troll and cyberbully mascot.
Oh,
On the 20th,
okay.
Chris wrote a long thread of tweets addressing her feelings regarding President-elect Donald Trump.
Cool.
Hashtag Donald Trump. Hashtag not my president. I have given my issues and feelings of Trump some thought. They are justified between all of his and actions stated and acted during the 3 debates. I still feel strongly from those that he is never qualified to run our country. He is a hot-headed, impulsive, orange-faced, money-grubbing, double-dealing, immigrant and race offensive, and most offensive to us in the LGBTQ communities, regardless of his transgender bathroom choice statement from before any of the debates. He offends me greatly. As much as I would like to choose to be rednecked and stubborn enough to plead complete ignorance and utter denial of him and Pence not only on the verge of taking office, there are still too many damn visuals about the bastards that plain further frustrate and upset me. I still sincerely want Trump and Pence to not take office and give the role of president with most civil grace to Hillary Clinton. And since that is most bloody unlikely of Trump ever, I'm still most pained to continue having to pray for Trump's and Pence's deaths to happen before January 2017 by someone else's hands or illness. Trump is the most offensive, most insufferable, and is of so many typical offensive male stereotypes. He probably was born with 2 damned Y chromosomes.
It sounds like it sounds a little sexist. All right, Christine. A little too sexist, which is pretty much on the nose for like the modern day feminist movement, isn't it? Isn't it, governor?
Instead of the usual XY pair, and regardless of any redeeming media about him, counting the transgender restroom topic, versus everything else that piles against him, including every word and action of his from the debates, and especially counting his every verbal and physical abuse to women everywhere, Trump offends me greatest. A lot of people agree with me on that. And there is nothing, nor any amount of time or whatever else, that would make it the cold day in the Earth's core to ever make me have even a remote inkling of a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma of any change of feeling or heart of mine about Trump.
That's a lot of words.
Ever. And I know Pence is just as much anti-LGBTQ and everything else that Trump is. So my feelings are the same.
I would argue Pence is probably
with that
more
rat bastard as well, very much. Trump.
I'd say Pence is probably more anti-LGBTQ, right? I mean, like he really does not like gay people.
And Pence either step down and let Hillary and Kane take office as just and redeeming graces, or take 24/7 prayers of death from the lot of us until when you both do before next January by the hand of fate, God, someone else, science, illness, or whatever else. You both really piss us all off.
Jesus Christ.
On November 21st, the Chandlers paid $616.52 in property taxes for their home. Shortly after,
Okay.
Christine uploaded a short YouTube video asking for monetary donations.
Our mortgage company's biting our butts once again. Hopefully we'll be able to scrounge up the money locally, but we sure could use a lot more help. So, I mean, I am very thankful for all the kind donations that I have received from y'all within the past year and greater.
Okay.
More than a year. A long time. Well, a few years. But we really could use some more help now.
Wow.
So, just what you can send to me via PayPal. Please.
Incredible.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Fuck you.
In response, Kiwi Farms member, Philosophy Phil, sent her a donation of 1 penny, about which Chris complained in a tweet, asking for donations of $10 or more, instead of a penny. On November 22nd, Christine gleefully announced that her
my
week-long
God.
ban from Facebook had ended. On that same day, she wrote a lengthy post declaring that skirts and dresses were a more comfortable attire than pants, and that they also served better to hide the pelvic and groin region.
Okay.
This would also serve to block perverts from gazing at the groin regions of women who wore pants, which she felt were too revealing and allowed perverts to imagine what women looked like.
Wait, what? Pants are too revealing? What? Wait, what? Did I hear that right? Advocating for dresses because pants are too revealing? Is it because you can see the form through the pants? Why am I trying to like justify this logic? I'm just confused. That's insane.
Underneath. 2 days later, Chris shared the food she was preparing for Thanksgiving, turkey ham, and advertised the
Turkey
cooking
ham.
utensil she used, the spatula spreader, made by Cutco, which was at the time over 10 years old, likely meaning that this was one of the unsold items received during his short stint as a salesman for the company in 2003. Also over Thanksgiving, Christine uploaded a gameplay video titled Quick vs. Coass, featuring Christine W. Chandler fighting against the villainous Super Chaos in the game Skylanders. Chris meant for the video to act as an advertisement for her custom-made character, which could then be produced as a collectible card, t-shirt, or a 3D printed figurine by the makers of Skylanders. She felt that this could be a way to produce Christian-related merchandise, using donations from fans to pay for the merchandise production, and then selling them to the fans for a profit, with an
Makes perfect sense to me. What doesn't make sense though is I'm getting smacked around in this game.
autograph costing an additional $20. Later again, she made a Facebook post addressing the trolls. Feeling off. Ugh. Once again, I'm feeling off. Feeling dizzy, mentally here and there. Feeling like I am jumping in 3 directions simultaneously. Taking a rest right now. I tell everyone online something, especially the internet trolls. If you haters had not reported my Sonichu comic books on Lulu last December, I seriously would be maintaining the creating groove I had before that major mishap. Since that happened, it has left a huge scar on me emotionally and mentally. Think about that for a while, you jerks.
True.
Ugh. I'm a erech. On November 26th, Christine notified her Facebook readers that her mother had slipped and fallen, but
That's
her fall
terrible.
was broken by some household items and was ultimately not harmed.
How do you slip and fall? But it's wait. How do you slip and fall? But the fall is broken by household items. What does that mean? What do you mean? How does that happen? What's like? Do you have pillows on the floor? Like what? Oh, I fell, but the fall was broken by the scissors on the ground. Like what are you on about?
She later wrote a post concerning an episode of the animated series Teen Titans Go, which reflected that a fan base can make someone feel better. Chris could not personally appreciate that sentiment, since she had been fooled and trolled so many times, to the point that she cannot accept compliments as genuine. She felt paranoid about people
that
trying to
makes
trick her
sense.
into doing things, reflecting on the interview sessions she had with YouTuber Bravery Jerk, who had promised her the use of a 3D printer but failed to deliver, which
True.
caused her a lot of emotional pain.
I don't know
On
why.
November
Emotional
30th,
pain.
she shared
but
a YouTube
okay.
animation from Doopy Do-Over, a voice actress and animator working for the collective of YouTube channels known as Planet Dolan, concerning the fan support platform Patreon. Chris stated that she was
Oh, that's
hesitant
annoying.
to start up a Patreon to receive extra funds from fans because she was unable to offer additional gifts and previews in return.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't think that she's even been on par with like anything, right? Like she hasn't even been able to deliver on like any of the things that she's supposed to deliver on. So yeah, no shit, you're not going to be able to fucking do that because you haven't been delivering anything. It's okay.
Later that day, she updated her followers that her mother had to pawn off her 14-karat gold necklace in a pawn shop for $325, which she was hoping would help the family pay off their
Fuck this
mortgage. In response, Christine decided that she would ultimately try to set up a Patreon account to hopefully buy back her mother's necklace or to pay the mortgage in full. She then made a formal announcement on her YouTube channel.
To try to help out with finances here at home, I have set up a Patreon account, which there will be a link in the description below. And here's the icon, and let the light shine through it. I can't help the reflective way it goes backward. So anyway, the big goal is the $250,000 pay off the mortgage, all our debts and whatnot, so that I can feel the whole financial weight lifted off my head, so that I can quick as I can recover from that strife, because that has been a major burden around here. My mother keeps bothering me about it. There's a lot of it's my fault, yada yada yada. Anyway, on Patreon, everybody who donates can request a video, and also will be allowed to add me onto their Skype. And the larger the donations, the quicker we can get to go, the faster I'll be able to feel creative.
So I don't know if we have a counter at this point, but how many backlogged orders is Christine up to at this point? I'm being serious. Because my understanding is that like a ton of people wanted a ton of stuff. Now maybe they could have charged more money because the work involved probably would take a long time. I don't really know. But like I'm pretty sure that there's like a massive backlog in orders for a lot of these things. So just do your fucking job and you'd be like make a lot of money.
Again, and actually be able to do better on gifts toward everybody, because I can't offer much for right now. I'm serious about that. And that's regardless of everything that is surrounding me in my background here. Okay? Okay.
The ending is killing me.
Within a few days, she had 5 patrons, contributing a total of $110 per month.
God damn. Jesus, that's a lot of fucking money for $22 a person. Is my math right?
However, her earnings quickly dropped down to $60 per month. Also in the final days of November, she updated her 2016 Christmas wish list to remove 2 Transformers figurines, which she received in the mail, leaving her phrasing vague so that it was unclear whether they were bought by a fan or by herself. She then showcased them in a YouTube video uploaded
Wait, what did she say?
whether
From my wish list, I just received from the post office Alpha Tryon and whatever address, some 2 assholes addressed from Big Bad Toy Store. Thank you. I wonder, because that, dude, it would be so like shitty to buy those yourself at all. You're begging for money because you need help with the bills, and you're gonna go buy some of this shit. I don't know. She probably bought them herself. When isn't this like the second time that somebody else like allegedly buy her something, but it wasn't really them buying her something? She bought it herself and like faked the name or something like that. Isn't that what happened?
they were bought by a fan or by herself. She then showcased them in a YouTube video uploaded that same day.
But anyway, I'm doing this video because I've heard on the radio earlier about how successful the Ice Bucket Challenge was, and regardless of how everybody is getting a new challenge where they might still be dumping very cold water from buckets on their heads, and also more recently I've heard getting backpacks thrown upon them by crowds or standing still to be mannequins.
Okay. What year are we in?
Oh, we're gonna do something different today. It's inspired and brought to you by
2016, 2017.
MGO316, I think. The link to his channel will be in the description below this video, as well as BigBadToyStore.com. I have just received this in the mail today from a very nice gift, and the theme that I like
from a sub, from a very nice gift. I don't know. This might not be real.
The try-on video is the fun advice that MGO did the voice for Alpha Tryon. Here's one example that I remember fairly well because I like that video from the Soundwave video. Hear me now and understand me tomorrow.
Wow, funny.
When the gerbil retreats into its bug hole, the moon shall fall into a vat of tapioca. And then Megatron says, "You know what's weird? That sounds. You know what's weird? I understood that. That made sense to me. It would. What's that supposed to mean?
Did someone get the front door open again?
Anyway,
What's
so
happening?
yeah. So from there, the old theme of Young Warrior has been around since. So,
Bro, I'm actually scared right now. What the fuck is happening? What's all this shouting?
so I'm issuing a new challenge. You got see how long everybody can go. Hit go on saying that. Just you can call it the Alpha Tryon Challenge, or it can be also known as the Young Warrior Challenge.
Why?
Warrior! And I'm starting this challenge to help out with the Patreon, to help out with our financial homes here. Anyway, Young Warrior! I love that line. Hear me now and understand me tomorrow. That's definitely reflective true.
2 days later,
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Bro, could you... You know what? You know what the most fucked up part about that is, though? Is that, like, okay. So Christine's yelling that on camera. And you're like, oh, man, that's annoying. Okay. You want to know what else? I imagine Christine's probably also yelling that in her own home to her mother constantly. Saying, young warrior, over and over again. Like a fucking psychopath. You didn't think of it like that, did you? But it's the fucking truth.
Chris made another video attempting to explain how to accomplish her recently created challenge upon reading that some fans did not understand the reasoning behind the challenge.
Yeah, true.
The challenge is starting off with, and you want to do this live from your own voice, live recording.
Okay.
You don't want to. Do not do a previous recording that just goes on and on and on and on and on, and no video edits. That's part of the challenge. But anyway,
No video
the joke
edits.
was, as
Bad.
Emgo put
The
it,
joke was bad.
he said, "Yo, warrior." So starting off, the first thing you do,
I hate
you
this.
say "young warrior" and you go long on the O, as long as you are able to in one breath.
Wow.
And after that, you speak to the camera some sound advice of which you might have thought of yourself or heard
What?
from your parents, or
What?
your grandparents, or other relatives or friends.
Wait, what? What is this? You didn't make any of that clear. I got the first part, just yell young warrior. But this whole thing about tell us some advice that you got from your parents when you were younger? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This is insane. Am I going to be able to beat this? Yeah. Oh, I did actually beat it. That's fucking sick.
Friends, yada yada yada. And
Warrior?
on a more serious note, me, Hillary Clinton. This was Trump and Pence.
Oh, okay.
Seriously though, Trump, Pence, Donald Trump and Pence, advocate the office and let Hillary Clinton take it. Or else a lot of Americans, including myself, are still gonna pray for your debts to happen before January.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
so America and you will definitely be a
God.
lot better off having Hillary for president.
Wow.
So advocate the office, Trump.
She's going to put a... Dog. She's going to put a witchy curse on Trump. If he doesn't leave office. Oh my goodness. Scary stuff.
Advocate the position. And then maybe I'll take it down off of that noose. Trump,
What the hell's
not
happening?
my president. Hillary, our president. Yay! Wonder Woman.
A Wonder Woman? Is that what you said? What are you doing?
Thank you, and have a good day. And look forward to another video of fun and hilarity in a few weeks or less.
On December 8th, Christine posted a picture of herself looking tired on Facebook and commented on how tired she looked. On the 9th, she shared a Facebook
I fucking hate Geno so much. Holy shit. Okay. What a fucking profound thing to say. Thank you so It's just, I don't know why that's killing me more than anything else. Incredible.
video about missing one's mother during the Christmas season and wrote that she missed her father every day, thinking that he was enjoying his Christmas in his new life. On December 10th, a new episode of
Wait,
the animated series
he's dead,
Sonic
isn't
Boom, titled The Biggest Fan, featured a character called Mark the Taper, an obsessive fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. It officially is meant to lampoon the more obsessive traits of the Sonic fandom, but also many persons interested in Chris felt that he bore a striking resemblance to Chris Chan. Similarities included a hairstyle and glasses combination similar to Chris's
You think that the hairstyle looks like Chris? I don't know. You know what's interesting? I don't know. It's so funny because the other day somebody sent me a beer. My wife, she said my brother-in-law actually sent me a picture of a beer that I'm gonna probably go try, and she's like, "This looks just like you," right? That's like, oh, they must have stole your likeness, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna show you the picture really quick. I'm gonna have it in my text message. It's it's nothing too crazy. Okay, and don't trust me. I'm going somewhere here. I'm going somewhere with this. Don't worry. I always do. I always see it. Right? Look at that. That looks just like me. It even has glasses if you could see it. I'm being a little lazy and not just like bringing it up on my screen. And I'm like, oh, they must have stole my likeness. Turns out they had that since 2016. My point of this is that like I'm more generic looking than I thought. Maybe Chris Chan is as well. Then again, it is still possible that it was a direct shot at because we have seen in the past that they've acknowledged the existence of Christine. It's possible.
Previous appearance, a noted overweightness, a hinted unwillingness to accept Sonic's blue arms, and a possible fondness for
Really?
orange soda. 2 days
Oh my
later,
God.
Christine watched the episode after hearing rumors that Mark the Taper was meant to represent her. She noted that despite the arm color reference, the common fat, glasses, and hair, there was no resemblance between her and Mark, highlighting that she was not mental or crazy like the character. Also on that day, Chris wrote that the family had briefly lost their newest cat, Sorbet. After searching the
sad
house,
stuff.
she found that Sorbet had gotten trapped in Chris's old room after her mother, Barbara, had come in there to check on the thermostat and closed the door, leaving Sorbet behind. On December 17th, Chris posted a paid birthday greeting on YouTube.
Hey there, everybody. Christine Chandler coming live from home once again. And by pay request, here's a birthday dedication. Happy birthday, Ricky. You are turned 32 on the 20th.
birthday,
So good for
Ricky.
you. And I turned, I don't know, 34 this year? Earlier. Anyway, so, I don't know. Here's a
Okay.
little song and that's happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy
Yo, if anybody got this for me on my birthday, I would hate you so much. I would think that you are the worst person in the entire fucking world if you ever did this to me. I'd smack the fuck out of you, to be honest with you. You kidding me? Gonna give me some fucking nonsensical fucking garbage like this? Fuck out of here.
Happy, happy birthday, I'm using a selfie stick.
What?
Random thing, random.
Certainly random. Yeah.
Whoops. Oh. Honey cat. It's Sorbet. Hello. How you doing?
Okay, so, yes. Happy birthday, Ricky. Hope you have a safe and pleasant one. And please forgive the brightness all around. There's a light there. The light's on up there. Well,
Huh?
you gotta be able to see me. Well, have a good day, everyone.
2 days later, Christine posted on Facebook that her mother intended on selling the family's lawn mowing tractor for $595 after
That's
being
it?
used only a few times.
Wow.
On the 22nd,
Not a bad
she
deal.
posted that she felt a burning sensation in her sinus
Bro.
and commented that if
Gross.
one were to lead a too stressful life, they would leave themselves open to a viral infection.
Wow.
Not long after, she commented that she would likely only have sparse sleep spurts during that night.
Wow.
On Christmas Eve, Christine reflected that she used to know where everything was located in her house, but since the fire and renovation, every item had been relocated, and now did not concretely know what she even still had at home.
How long has it been? I thought they lost. Like, why wouldn't you? I mean, I feel like that makes sense. Yeah, because are they in the same house again? I thought that they were living in a different house. I guess they're living in the same house now. Okay. Sorry, Chris. Bro, I'm fucking take off. I'm gonna cry.
Furthermore, she felt that she had more freedom when her father was alive, and now in his absence, she had to take care of the deeds which used to be done by him. Finally, she wrote that one could only escape into their mental depths and recluse for so long before they would eventually be pulled back into reality where so many things are yet to be done. On Christmas Day, Chris posted a short clip of her cat, Sorbet, playing with a toy robot.
Okay. Wow. Cool. Cool. Ah, I see what's going on now.
On December
So
27th,
fucking
Chris made a long post regarding her past experiences with internet trolls and reflected whether she wanted the Quickie, the encyclopedic website detailing all of her actions, to be taken down. On one hand, she commented that the Quickie
Hold on.
of her cat
Yellow jugs of what?
trolls taken down light.
I don't know.
On one hand, she commented that the Quickie kept Christine and her Sonichu characters in the public spotlight and encouraged conversation related to her worldwide. But on the other hand, they continued
Okay.
to deface her in a derogative, manner, discussing her past misevents, encouraged by haters from before 2011, when he was more naive. However, as the Quickie forums and later Kiwi forums came into fruition, trolls got an outlet to discuss her freely without consequence, and so thought that the Quickie had less of a reason to exist anymore. As a final addition, Christine wrote that with the closing down of the Quickie, she would finally reacquire the Sonichu.com domain, which would allow her to use it for her official Sonichu projects. 2 days later, in response to an article on Facebook regarding a possible anti-LGBTQ act to be signed by President-elect Donald Trump, Chris wrote a puzzler for his consideration. She wrote that if there was an alternate reality or dimension where every person on this planet was of the opposite gender, and that the B in LGBTQ instead represented heterosexuality, would Trump allow his female counterpart in that other universe to sign an anti-straight law? If he answered no, then Trump would have no reason to pass the anti-LGBTQ law in this dimension. However,
I mean, I guess it's not a bad argument. It's a little unhinged. Okay. Okay.
If he said yes, then he would be branded a self-loathing person who would allow a law to be passed which discriminated against himself. Chris told him to advocate
very
the
deep.
office and let Hillary Clinton take over or die from his own or someone else's hand. She also wrote a short
Jesus
comment
Christ.
on the article in which she ordered Trump to advocate the office or die. On the 30th, Christine made a YouTube video advertising the Z-Ring, an accessory item made to function together with the game Pokemon Sun and Moon.
And over the Christmas holiday, I've managed to get myself my own Z-Ring.
Bro, I've seen that one time. Is that actually popular? What does it even really fucking do? I saw it on like a TikTok like recently. I didn't even think it was a thing. Apparently it's been a thing for a while. But I had no idea. What the fuck is a Z-Ring? I would have assumed it was a fucking sex toy. What is the functionality of it? What does a Z-Ring do? Let's see. I all caps an accident. Apparently, okay. A Z-Ring is a key item introduced to Generation 7. It is a bracelet that allows a trainer and their Pokemon to gather the Z power required to perform Z moves. Oh, okay. It makes you gay. Okay. Cool.
Bracelets.
It repels women. Yeah, it does. That's what I said.
Many games, got my copies of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Of course, y'all know from everybody on the internet what this thing does with Pokemon Sun and Moon, which I'm going to demonstrate for you in a little bit of my favorite with my female Primarina Ariel. Anyway, so yeah, you know what it does. So yeah. I love it because it's so musical.
Wow. I love the conflicting sounds here.
Musical energy rocking. And then I knocked myself over.
Well, thank God that in all your financial struggles, Christine, that you still have the ability to buy worthless shit you don't need. It's incredible. Truly incredible.
Oh well. Anyway. Thank you and have a good day.
On January 2nd, 2017, Christine wished her Facebook followers a Happy New Year. 2 days later, she wrote that she had finished reading the anthology comic book Love is Love, dedicated to the victims of the shooting that took place at Pulse, a gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida, in June 2016. She shared some of her favorite pages from the comic and thought that it could serve as a teaching tool. On the 9th, she expressed her annoyance upon being told that she could not donate blood because transgender people were not allowed to do so on account of their varying balances of estrogen and testosterone in their blood.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I'd be more concerned with the fact that I don't think gay people... Oh, no, excuse me. Gay people can donate blood. If you've had sexual intercourse with a man as a man in like a certain amount of time, you're not allowed to give blood, which I think is fucking preposterous. Because the argument is like, oh, there might be like HIV in there. Okay, so who fucking cares? Like they screen the blood anyway. They're testing for it anyway. If anything, that helps fucking gay people find out they have AIDS. That probably like reduce the fucking AIDS epidemic or the AIDS problem in the gay community anyway. So like, what the fuck is the problem? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Chris complained that no one had 100% perfect blood, and that she would be sending a complaint to the Food and Drug Administration. On January 12th...
I guess I get the hormonal thing. That's like a little bit differently. That's a little bit different to me. Like it's a hormone issue. Because I imagine that's like a more consistent problem. But like somebody maybe having AIDS, it's like totally fucking stupid. Okay? They probably just don't want gay blood in their bodies. That's what it was. It's like, what do you want? I don't want the gay blood. All right, no problem. We understand. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
12th, Chris posted a video made in the style of YouTuber MGO316, reviewing her 3D printed figurine for the game Skylanders, made in her own likeness.
Wow. I never thought Christine could look more pretty. What do you think, Rosie?
I guarantee that she can't.
Oh yes, I quite like it very much. Yeah, I didn't think she could look much better.
More
Except
better.
for...
Incredible.
Is she wearing goggles? Oh, look at the picture. She's not wearing goggles. Those are her glasses. A little bit thick. Oh well, what can you do? Somebody else made this thing.
She then shows off extensive gameplay of her character in action.
Wow.
The next day, she posted a new paid YouTube video.
Okay, anyway, so to Fron, James wants you to know that he loves you very much, and that James will get you to have dinner with him.
Sounds like a threat.
That's between you and him, whatever. Anyway, congratulations very much on your anniversary. Keep it on going very well. Okay, and then a little bonus, actually.
Oh, did they say their bananiversary?
Anniversary. Personal joke, okay, that's between you and him, whatever. Anyway, congratulations very much on your anniversary.
Oh, wow. I didn't know this was the anniversary of the Minions movie. Maybe that's why they released The Rise of Gru so recently. Bananiversary. Banana.
Keep it on going very well. Okay, and then a little bonus, actually. A kind of a new song, but based on a regular song. But I think it works.
Kind of a
And
new
inspired
song
by
based on
Love
a
is Love.
regular song.
Okay. What is love, 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 love is love, 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 and you have a lot of it, you're a cut above, above. What is love? Love is love. When you have a lot of it, that's a lot of love. And when you have it, you're a cut above. What is love, 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 love is love, love, love. When you have a lot of it, you're a cut above, above. What is love? Love is love.
Wow, incredible. I loved it.
Okie dokie. Happy anniversary, Ron and James. Take care and be safe.
You too.
2 days later, Christine shared the lyrics of her song on Facebook, along with a photo of her My Little Pony figure of vinyl scratch, seemingly kissing the figurine customized to look like Pris herself.
Wow.
Also on that day,
Cringe.
she claimed that she would not be watching the upcoming inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump.
Why?
She added that she had recently watched the movie Suicide Squad, focusing on characters from the DC Comics universe, to which the superheroes Batman and Robin also belonged. She reflected that in the comic Love is Love, which she had recently read, Batman and Robin considered that the LGBTQ community were, like themselves, different from the rest of society. Therefore, she felt that their city, Gotham, was pro-LGBTQ and would rather Bruce Wayne, or Batman, be the millionaire president rather than Trump, because he was more kind and understanding to the community.
Well, let me just tell you something about Batman since we're on the topic. Batman is a literal billionaire who lives in a poor city. Explain to me why, instead of implementing some kind of social reform in his city, he instead cosplays as a fucking vigilante and beats the shit out of petty criminals. I would just like to know. Okay, I know these situations can be like difficult and complicated to solve, but like, what the fuck are you doing, Batman? I'd like to beat up thugs. Well, why? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Maybe try to like help their situation or something.
On the 19th, someone texted Chris asking if she would consider discussing her thoughts about the upcoming handheld game console, the Nintendo Switch, to which she replied that she had no thoughts because she was preoccupied. On January 20th, the date of Donald Trump's inauguration, Christine made a video announcing that in her opinion, the US had no president or vice president.
Oh,
People of YouTube,
well, it's a good
and
thing it's an
around the
opinion.
world, the bad news has come in.
Okay.
The unnamed elect has been sworn in, along with his cohort, who is filling the vice presidential condition. And as far as I am concerned, I hereby state that as long as Pence and Trump are in the White House whatsoever on this note, I do not validate, I do not entertain, and I do not acknowledge either of them at all as president and vice president.
So, like, what does that mean? If you saw them at the fucking local grocery store, you're not going to say hi? Like, what's your power here?
We have lewd Decepticon perpetrators in the seats. And as I do not acknowledge either of them in the White House, I hereby decree this country has no president. I repeat, as long as Trump and Pence are in the office, this country does not have a president or vice president, period.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I was muted. Okay, I got you. It's not. I didn't say that much. Relax. Chill the fuck out. Chill out. Relax. 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 You agree with what I said? Nice. Chill out. What I said was what Christine just said, was that for as long as they're in office, they are not president and vice president. But if you're in office, you are president and vice president. So logically, what they're saying is, as long as you are president and vice president, you will not be president, nor will you be vice president.
And we will have to wait 4 years with a vacant seat in the presidential White House.
What?
This
White House?
is indeed a very sad day for this country.
Wow, incredible.
And that's how I feel about it.
Agree.
And
I agree.
it will not be changed.
I agree.
Until Trump leaves the White House and takes Pence with him, or at this point, when they are both deceased.
It sounds like Christine Weston Chandler created "Not My President." You're right. You're right.
And then we can actually have Hillary Clinton in office, and this country would be a whole lot better.
Okay.
She also made several tweets addressing the president and vice president directly,
Wow.
writing with the same sentiment as her video. Also on the 20th, editor for the right-wing news and commentary website Breitbart, Milo Yiannopoulos, delivered a speech at the University of Washington in an event titled "Cyberbullying Isn't Real."
I guess Milo is pretending to be trans here to make a point.
During the presentation, he briefly featured a photo of Chris.
When George Bush Sr. ran for president, they called him a wimp. He was a fighter pilot and head of the CIA. What will happen when we have the first presidential campaign featuring genderqueer furries with videos of themselves crying on YouTube because someone insulted their My Little Pony drawings? We know, don't we, what the first social justice president will look like? If this keeps up, your future commander-in-chief may have a history of sexually abusing yourself to gay Harry Potter fanfiction.
I don't even know what the fuck just happened. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Okay.
On January 22nd, inspired by an article posted on Elephant Journal, Christine wrote a lengthy letter offering some advice and words of wisdom to President Trump's young son, Barron. To young Mr.
Bro, do you guys remember when people were simping for Barron Trump? It was insane. It was really weird, too. I think he's like 16. It was fucking all really bizarre.
Barron Trump, I, for one, feel for you as a victim of cyberbullying and internet trolling myself. I, too, have been emotionally and mentally broken, beaten, and scarred, especially during the early years when I tried to self-manage my web presence with my own websites of my Sonichu and Roastu character. Google me. I have been past disgraced and deceived by those bullies who pretend to be of good intentions. I have later better learned to ignore their hatred and not respond or address their individual cruel words. And I have the option in my phone, email, Facebook, etc. to program their contact info into a single trolling stupids contact list and block the lot of them.
I agree.
But, fortunately, out of the number of people worldwide, the haters are but a small percentage, and of a large percentage are a vast community of people who are more open-hearted and kind, as I can and do personally vouch for, as I have met these people face to face.
I agree.
And it may surprise you to know what community of people is this, who are able to—
honestly, I mean, if I was reading this, you know, you would have lost me after Sonichu and Roastu. That's as far as I would have gotten. I'd be like, okay. And I would have moved on. That would have been it.
to keep open minds and open hearts for everyone, despite an encounter of the people who hate. These are the people of, and the supporters of, the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender/transvestite, and queer,
Well,
the LGBT
that's transvestite isn't really represented there, but okay.
LGBTQ communities. And I, myself, am a lesbian trans woman. No shame, and I wear the person that I am with pride and honor. There was a time before I realized mine being a female soul trapped in a male-born body when I was homophobic. But I became better aware of these kind and open-hearted people and learned how understanding and compassionate they are. And with that, losing the homophobia, I felt more at peace with myself and those around me.
Wow.
I pray you have been finding at least an ounce of is the such same kindness from your father, as well as those closest to you. And I, personally, extend such kindness as I type
Yeah, lesbian trans woman. What's confusing you about that? I'm just wondering.
this letter to you, Baron, by sharing some wisdom and experience to help you be able to better cope the hatred from others by countering them with open-hearted kindness and understanding. Thank you for listening, Baron, and God bless you. Sincerely, Miss Christine Weston Chandler, Ruckersville, Virginia, USA.
Wow. Can you use your full address and
On the
social security?
27th, Christine changed her Facebook profile photo to her past one with a filter of the French flag overlaid, made to commemorate the November 2015 terrorist attacks in France, because she could not accept Trump as the President of the United States.
What?
She wished that Hillary Clinton could
Wait, what do those have to do with anything? I don't understand.
become president so that the growing hatred caused by Trump could be undone, and that the loving people from the United States and all over the world could come together. On February 2nd, Chris posted that if people use perfume or cologne, that meant that they were used to the scent of a skunk, since skunk essence was often used in fragrance products.
Is that true? I thought like whale vomit or something was ambergris. I don't know.
5 days later, she announced that Quickville, Virginia was a sanctuary city that welcomed Muslims and immigrants with open arms, in response to the developing situation in the US at the time. The heroes of the town, Sonichu, Roastu, and the other Sonichus, also helped to defend the city against SWAT teams and Secret Service agents by reading people's minds and stopping their actions when bad intentions or thoughts were spotted.
Oh shit, guys! I had a bad thought. Kill him, dude. That would be fucking horrible. Imagine having like an accidental bad thought, and then all of a sudden you're going to jail. Incredible.
On February 8th, Christine wrote that she was thankful for all the public schools she had attended, and also for all the friends she made during that time, despite a handful of them later turning on her.
Homeschooled for... Oh. I'm like, what is that school? Because it starts with Greene County Primary, then like Nathaniel Greene Elementary, whatever. And then it says homeschooled for 5th grade. So I'm like, what's that? That's a weird name for a school. I realize what that means. Providence Middle, Manchester. Okay.
Later turning on her. In a reply to her post, Chris named 4 of her former friends, Joshua Martinez, Kelly Andes, Tiffany Gowan, and Sarah Bevel, in hashtag form, and announced that the only way she could forgive them for the recent deeds was if they took a few minutes out of their busy lives to apologize to her so they could be friends again.
Who the fuck are those, like the girls that the dad paid?
February 10th, Christine took part in the yearly Love is Love campaign at the University of Virginia in support of the LGBTQ community. The event mostly consisted of people wearing red t-shirts branded with Love is Love and singing the good old song, the anthem of the university. After the event,
How out of tune do you think that Christine sang? Just asking.
she went to see the new Lego Batman movie with a friend. Also at around that time,
friend?
Chris purchased the Lego Batman
What friend? What friend, you liar?
movie story pack set of levels for the Lego Dimensions game on PS4, costing between $35 and $50.
Stop paying for things, Christine. What are you doing?
On February 12th, Chris shared the cover photo used on her former friend Megan Schroeder's Facebook account. Chris's Trollsman gal pal, Kim Wilson, commented that it was great that the two were friends again. Chris corrected her, saying that they were not Facebook friends and was merely looking through friend requests she had sent and felt that her cover photo was cute. She deleted the post the next day.
Wow.
On Valentine's Day, she shared a recipe for chocolate butterbeer after having made it herself. The next day, she announced that she was feeling the symptoms of a possible cold virus, namely a scratchy throat and coughs with mild chest pain, in addition to a dizzy feeling and significant vertigo.
Maybe you have fucking diabetes.
Scratchy
Only because, like, dude, this is 4 scoops or 1 pint of chocolate ice cream, 2 cups or 1 pint of cream soda, 1/8 of a cup of butterscotch shred, 5 ice cubes, and optional whipped cream. Bro, an entire pint of chocolate ice cream, and then for 4 scoops. Why? What does 4 scoops or 1 pint mean? This is crazy. Then you're gonna get fucking diabetes from that. You literally could fucking like die. You're old. You can't be eating like disgusting.
The next day, she announced that she was feeling the symptoms of a possible cold virus, namely a scratchy throat
Yeah, we watched the Aiden Ross X2C thing on stream already. I'm just gonna upload
and
it
coughs
tomorrow.
with mild chest pain, in addition to a dizzy feeling and significant vertigo. On the 16th, Chris uploaded a video on YouTube
Yeah, how big are her scoops? I guess a fucking quarter of a pint.
in which she asks for monetary donations, and then features a week's old clip of her touring a playground from his childhood.
Wow.
Got cold. It's hit my throat, my voice. Anyway, our bank accounts here are really low, so we could really use some money. Please help us. Just send kind donations, more than $10 a piece, via PayPal to my phone number.
So stupid, you fucking idiot.
Over PayPal. And now for something completely different I've done a few weeks ago. Here's a recording of me in one of my favorite past childhood parks. Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Do you really think that this is a past thing, or do you think that they're faking being sick?
And today we're doing something a bit different. I'm exploring to being a little nostalgic. My father took me here X number of times, over a whole lot of times, and this is my first time I've actually been here in so many years. So we're just going to take a look around and take in the reminiscence. Whew.
Take in the
I don't know why it's
reminiscence.
smelling around here. I guess,
Listen, this is funny. All right, so she's this is a garbage can. Just keep that in mind. This is a garbage can.
I don't know why it's just smelling around here. I guess
You don't know why it's so smelly around a fucking garbage can? Incredible.
people tend to walk their pets around here. Okay, well, anyway, we're just taking a look around. I remember so many memories I used to have right here.
Wow.
I mean, look at it, even from the outside perspective. It looks quite a castle. It looks like they might have changed it now. I'm mistaken, but yeah. Stood on this thing and it just swung around side by side.
Wow, why
This
don't you do
little
it?
tin vehicle.
Yeah, tires are on a little incorrectly.
Go right through that tunnel from one side to the other. This thing was quite a maze.
I'm surprised that there's no other kids there right now.
Any child, about half my height of 5'11" or less, could definitely enjoy all the amazing things. Got so many ins and outs, could climb everywhere and get get yourself lost in all these things. It was fun for me.
I bet your parents wish you stayed lost in there.
Sorry about that, folks. I got interrupted with a phone call.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah,
We wouldn't have never known if you didn't say anything, so.
Park. I'm just gonna hang out here a little while longer before I make my way up to my destination.
I'm just gonna watch the kids.
Wishing y'all a very good day, and enjoy your childhood memories while you are young, and enjoy them when you reminisce when you're older. Thank you.
Also on that day, in a Facebook discussion which featured some of Christine's online friends, talking about time zones and jokingly referencing the racist ways of many Americans, Chris commented that she wished to go back in time to September 5th, 2011, so that she could stop hospital staff from supposedly making a loud noise, which killed her father. She again restated that there was more freedom when Bob was alive.
They think a loud noise killed... Bro, how old was her father? Like 80-something?
On February 26th, Chris posted a photo of an orange peel and called it an orange ghost. On March
It's just... I just don't know why. That's just so dumb. It made me laugh.
March 1st, Christine announced that she intended to sell her father's stamp collection through eBay, claiming that the stamps had only increased in value over the years. She also made a YouTube video advertising the items.
From lots and lots of stamp covers
Orange Ghost.
to everything in organized chaos between 6 boxes. Which from amongst the late Mr. Robert Franklin Chandler's Jr. stamp collection will you claim for yourself, if not the entire collection? I am Miss Christine Chandler, and I'm selling Mr. C's stamp collection to try to get more money around here to help pay the bills and everything.
Did Christine start to transition before or after her father passed away? I don't remember the timeline. Do we remember?
Let's try to meet the goals, the high goals.
After, right? I almost guarantee you that if the father was alive, Christine wouldn't have felt comfortable identifying as a girl. So this idea that like everything was better when the father was alive is kind of not true, right? Because they talk about how they were constantly like, oh, I'm so much happier now. I'm so much happier now. And, well, you know, okay. You wouldn't be happy then.
So, come on down to my stamp shop on eBay. Or, well, my regular shop, but I'm selling stamps. It's going to be a while selling it all. So, come on down. Buy what you like out of the collection.
Yeah, she was a top girl, right? Yeah. Whatever, femboy, whatever.
Her Facebook friend, William Elliott Waterman, criticized her for selling her father's possessions that he cared about, instead of selling off any of her own or her mother's things. Chris continued to list more stamps on eBay, selling sets at around $2 to $5 each. Most were vintage items commemorating the United Nations. In the first couple of days, Chris made $68 in profits from selling her father's stamps.
Wow.
On March 2nd, she purchased some Transformers and Lego-related merchandise, totaling $50.25, including shipping.
Jesus Christ. How are you going to sell your father's stamps for fucking Legos, dude?
On the 3rd, Chris listed her own stamp collection book for sale, which she received when he was 10 years old. It was signed on the title page by Christopher Weston Chandler and dated to 1992. It contained over 100 stamps and was posted up for sale on eBay and date received when he was... On the 3rd, Chris listed her own stamp collection book for sale, which she received when he was 10 years old. It was signed on the title page by Christopher Weston Chandler and dated to 1992. It contained over 100 stamps and was posted up for sale on eBay for $1,000.
Wow.
At around this time, Christine became more active on the social media site Twitter, making numerous replies to tweets posted by notable voice actress Tara Strong, responding to her vows to stand up to bullying and her criticisms of President Trump. Chris also began replying to tweets from Doopy Do-Over from Planet Dolan. On March 7th, Doopy posted about her struggles with bipolar disorder. Chris replied that she did not have BPD, but could still empathize with her difficulty in understanding people, especially hurtful trolls.
Wow.
She further wrote that she tried to put the people that hurt her aside, and tried to keep an open mind and heart to maintain a positive outlook. As Christine stated, she tried her best to forget about the actions of trolls and cyberbullies of the past, and made efforts to form new bonds and possible friendships. However, she had trouble in understanding how she could be perceived by others, and what were the appropriate actions one should make in starting new relationships.
Well, the most appropriate action is to stop selling your father's stuff and buying things that you like. Like, that's just fucking irresponsible shit.
Which only increased the chance of more misunderstandings and more heartbreaks.
Wow, beautiful. 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 Incredible. Always, Gino. Thank you so much. No, no doubleheader. I don't got it in me today. I gotta get off soon. Bitch. Just kidding. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.